there's a lawyer, I think, in Houston that's representing 68 victims.
Right.
Where they're saying that the damage will be in the billions.
Right.
And I believe it.
Oh.
I believe it. Because every Tom, Dick, and Harry and Mary who's at that concert could technically sue.
Yeah.
You know, for mental distress. Oh, I saw a dead body. I can't go to work anymore. You know, I'm crippled. My mental health is so bad. I need $1 million to make me feel better. You know, like, but I didn't actually get hurt, but my cousin who went there got hurt, and it really, you know, I mean, like, you're going to see a lot of this bullshit, and since it's going to be class action lawsuits, and I know how these things work. I've been through them on both sides.
It's not like you get to sue Adam22 or Vlad, where, you know, we're targets for lawsuits, but no, you get to sue Live Nation, Travis Scott, Drake.
Yeah. Drake is getting sued for some reason.
I mean,
you know, like, he's getting thrown in. Yeah, and you know something? They all have to get lawyers to defend themselves. They're all going to have to spend probably millions of dollars to defend themselves. But you know something? They have the millions of dollars to spend, and they've signed up for this. And quite honestly, I feel like Travis has been somewhat reckless in his approach. You know what I'm saying? In terms of telling people to sneak in. That's really going to bite him. That's going to bite him.
Yeah.
When he's telling people to go ahead and sneak in, you're creating a situation of an overflow that you know that you're not, you know, you don't have the security to actually deal with this. That right there is like the gotcha.
There's so much shit you can get away with when you're small that you just can't at all once you get bigger. That's true about copyright infringement shit, where I see smaller clothing brands making shit all the time that I'm just like, oh my God, I would get my fucking pantsuit off if I put that on a t-shirt, you know, with different like copyright trolls who want to get on you for using a photograph inappropriately. Back in the day when we used to, you know, like I would see a fight on Hollywood Boulevard and just put it on my story or put it on my Instagram. And then, like, at a certain point, I started to realize, like, oh, I have enough followers that this kid's family is going to hit me up of the dude who got punched, and they're going to tell me that they're going to sue me if I don't delete the video, et cetera, et cetera. Like, things that just don't matter at all when you're unpopular, all of a sudden are huge. But there's a lot of bumps in the road on the way there. Obviously, Travis Scott is, like, at the end of the road, pretty much. He's about as big as he could get, but, I mean... Yeah, a lot of the stuff that he might have said on Twitter in 2015 is just going to make him look like shit from now on, I guess.
Yep. I mean, look, Chris Brown beat up Rihanna, and he ultimately recovered.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say that without that speed bump, he'd be way bigger now? He'd be Michael Jackson level? Maybe. Maybe not. Hard to say. R. Kelly had a video of him urinating on a underage female.
Yeah.
He recovered. He came out with hit records. You know, Puffy, like I said, 9 people dead. He ultimately recovered.
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lanez remains to be seen, but it seems like he's doing pretty well overall, considering how crazy that situation is. Do you think that at the end of the day, Travis Scott will be right back at the level, the high level that he was a week ago? At some point, maybe a year, 2 years, 5 years down the line, or do you think he'll never get back up that level again because of this? Will always be kind of like the asterisk.
Musically, yeah, I think he'll get back to that level or at least close to it. That being said, commerce-wise, you know, like business-wise, I think this is going to hurt him a lot for a very substantial period of time. At the end of the day, are the fans going to really care about this a year from now? I mean, like, some will, like some extremely, you know, concerned people might still care, but it's really all about the music. But it's also about like how people perceive him as he drops that music, because like 6ix9ine used to make gangster music and everybody went crazy for it. Now 6ix9ine makes, I guess, gangster type music sometimes. Nobody gives a shit. Like, people just were unable to take the character that was delivering this story to them seriously anymore. And that's kind of the thing with Travis Scott, is like, is the message of his music not going to hit the same? It's like Bill Cosby. Nobody's ever going to want to see Bill Cosby do comedy again. Although I guess he does go on tour, but
he's not. He canceled it.
It's over. Okay,
yeah, it's over.
But like, it's very hard to take Bill Cosby serious as a fun, wholesome comedian when he's got all these terrible accusations. Maybe at a certain point it gets hard to take Travis Scott serious as the artist he is, talking about what he's talking about. My thing though is like, I feel like he's never been talking about nothing. So it's like, there ain't no message to it. It's just sort of a bunch of auto-tune and whatever. But that's just me. That's my impression of his music. I don't know what his fans necessarily are taking from him.
Guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.